Here with Buckley after the 1-0 win over Cork City, last league game of the season. Liam, nice way to finish the league.
Yeah, it's great to get a victory, bearing in mind the previous couple of results that we had, and especially going to next week's final. It was nice to get a win, but more importantly get a spot in Europe as well, so very pleasing.
Disappointed maybe not to get second in the end.
Yeah, well, it probably wasn't on tonight's results. You know, I think of some of the points you dropped here against Bray, against Drogheda, in between the European games, and you look back, I'm sure all the teams look back on the points that they dropped, but we dropped a few poor ones from that end, you know, and took us out of contention. Equally, you look at the penalty misses. You look at up in Sligo, a penalty miss there. Instead of winning, you draw, and they get a penalty in a couple of weeks back and they score and win. You know, it was tight, I have to say, you know, and for us not to have pinched a spot in Europe through the league would have been hugely disappointing, bearing in mind I think the way we played this season.
Obviously, before the start of the season, you probably would have settled for a European spot and winning the cup. So you have the European spot and a big cup final Sunday week.
Yeah, that was our ambition at the start of the season: get a World Cup run, which is still going, and finishing the spot in Europe. We've got to achieve that. I would like to think this group will get better into next year on the base we keep the bulk of the squad, you know, and strengthen up in certain areas. And you know, there's other areas that we can tighten up on to get this better for next season. But from this year's point of view, listen, I have to be pleased. I can't fault the effort of everybody. We'll get the same commitment again next season, and hopefully we'll push on.
Obviously now you can finally focus on the cup final with the league season finished. Just over a week to prepare. A couple of knocks or injury deals, but other than that you've got pretty much full squad to choose from. I
think by next weekend, funny enough, it's a cup final, they'll all be fit. Barry and Greg picked up a little bit of an ankle knock through training. I think both will be available next weekend. Mark Rossiter obviously has had his injury gone up over the last few months. He's back in training, which is great. Good, delighted for him. It won't make next weekend though from that end. There's one or two other minor knocks from this evening, but I think we'll have to bulk of the group ready.
Nice week ahead as well, with the press days and obviously we're training and you get your V and 1 day's training. So for the players, it's going to be a good week.
It will be. We'll have a low-key week. It's the end of the season, the last week of the season. We've just got one game to get a really good performance out of, and hopefully get a bit of luck. And because you do need your luck, I've seen teams play really well in the Aviva and lose, and I've seen teams play poorly and win. So you will need your element of luck. But in fairness to the group, we're trying to get a nice low-key week into our schedule and plan it out accordingly right into next weekend and give ourselves a chance of winning.
Best luck, Liam. Well done this season.
Appreciate that. Thank you.